friend Michael Sanchez, and we're here at the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. Right? Did I get that right?
Right.
Okay, all right. And I'm here with
Kahana
and many Kahana.
and their son.
Dr. Kahana Daron.
Now you guys came out to see your son do a great presentation. He did a great presentation about food. Now, does he give you guys presentations personally, or?
As a matter of fact, he gave us a lot. He has been doing it for years already. And I think that our lifestyle in eating changed.
Okay.
We do eat vegetables.
What did you do before?
I don't remember what I did before. I ate whatever I found.
Right.
And now...
Like most of us.
Exactly. And now I teach. I'm a teacher.
Oh.
And in school, everybody sees my big salad and they're jealous. And I say, you can do it too. I make every night 2 salads, lunch for him and for me, big.
Oh, is it easy, eating better than, or is it just is it difficult because of all the processed things they have out?
It's tastier. It's actually she does an excellent salad with all kind of good stuff in, and it's tasty. And every time I eat salad, I think of her. So.
Oh, look at that. Now, see, and that's when you know someone cares for you, when they try to make you good food, because if they're just feeding you all the other stuff, they don't want you to live too much longer, right?
Right.
Now, tell us, Daron, you came out today to do some education here. What do you think the response has been?
I think the response is good. I think people are starting to get the message that how we eat can really affect our health and prevent disease.
Now, you had mentioned a few things regarding, not eating things that are like Twinkies, and we don't think about that, that we're just putting stuff in our mouth and we're only getting the amount of nutrients that a Twinkie would have. So what is it that we can do, just the quick little steps each and every person can do to, get to where your parents are at, making better things, better choices?
Well, I think it's very important that we realize that feeding our bodies is even more important than fueling our car. And I hear that analogy made all the time, that we just need some energy, and we're thinking calories in, calories out. And I think it's time to think that it's more than just how much we eat. It's really what we eat that matters. And we need to think more than just on the macronutrient levels of protein, fat, and carbohydrates, but really what are the micronutrients that are found in this food. And food that comes prepackaged and food that's prepared in factories is really devoid of a lot of the micronutrients that we need in order to avoid disease.
It's so funny. That's a new word to me, macro and micronutrients. So again, macro is all the stuff we look at the back, the proteins, the carbohydrates, but we only focus on that. So all the other stuff are the micronutrients, right?
Yeah, and we have not recognized most of the micronutrients. It's really only in the last couple of decades where we're realizing that, for example, vitamin D. We have such an epidemic of vitamin D deficiency. We used to think that, hey, we can fortify our milk with vitamin D and everyone should be okay. Well, most people are actually low in vitamin D. Calcium is another one. We're seeing a very significant population that has osteopenia, osteoporosis, and we're thinking, well, you need to eat your calcium. But it's not just how much calcium you get in your body, it's also how do you absorb calcium. And it turns out vitamin D is very important for calcium absorption. So it's combining certain foods together, and those are examples of micronutrients that now everyone's supplementing with extra calcium, extra vitamin D. But if you eat right, if you eat more whole food, plant-based type of diet, then you'll get more micronutrients than you would otherwise.
It's funny, what you're saying is go back to what Mother Nature gave us and go back to that, stop eating all of the processed stuff. Well, what's it like raising a son as a doctor?
He didn't show
young?
any early inclinations.
No, really? Was it all because of you? Or?
No.
He showed the early inclination as an athlete and a basketball player
a philosopher,
and also in field and track and stuff like this.
Wait. So at what point did he go, okay, I want to be a doctor? Or what point did you say?
I think when he came to college, and his first dormitory was above the corpse of the anatomy classes of the medical school at University of Chicago. The smell, maybe, I have no idea.
That sounds gross, but
I think I have a better answer, and I do owe a lot to my parents, maybe even especially my dad, for pushing me very, very hard. I heard my older brother, who's also a physician, told me a while ago that to be a good doctor, it's more important to care than to be smart. Because to be smart is important for you to pass your grades, but to be a good doctor, you really need to give a hoot and to care.
And to what?
To care about your patient.
Yeah.
And that kind of sold me, because if there's something that I have to say, I've always been, shown a certain personality trait, is that I care. I care a lot. I always have strong emotions one way or the other, and I seem to give a hoot about things. One of my favorite quotes is by Elie Wiesel, who's a Holocaust survivor, who said that the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference.
I saw it somewhere.
So being indifferent is really much worse than hating something. You really, not caring is one of the worst things you can do to a society.
Well, I have to admit, going to doctors, sometimes it's very difficult because they're not caring. So we appreciate you being caring and getting that information out on how we can eat better, and look at our micronutrients.
And one more thing, since I'm an educator,
Yes.
I think it has to move down to the schools, because and even private schools, because the public schools, they have the big administration above them and they make the decisions, and then you have to reach them. But when you go to private schools, the small administrators there decide what the children will be fed in school, and maybe this is a good workshop for them.
Okay, well, so see, she's still directing her son what to do. Very good. Thank you so very much for taking a moment with us. Thank you so very much.